Hello, everybody. Welcome inside another edition of the Wrap Up. Dan Myers, Nick Buckler, Austin C. Behind the G, getting her done. Sports happened this weekend.
A lot of sports happened.
Actually, not much sports.
There's a lot.
A lot of heartbreak.
Yeah,
heartbreak.
more so.
Hotel. Don't want to talk about it, but guess what? The next half hour, it may not be talking. It may be screaming and yelling and hating life and this, that, and the other, and who's he there and bougie there. I'm not sure. But what do you want to talk about first? Let's start with Saturday, and then we'll move to Sunday.
Yeah.
There was a football game Saturday, night game. A lot of tailgating time. A lot of kids drinking ginger ales all day long.
Yep. Getting their
In
sugar
Ann
rush.
Arbor.
Yep.
Let's face it, 111,000 people in the big house. Probably an additional 150 to 200,000 people just there on campus, tailgating. That's like 350,000 people just hanging out.
At any point, did you even want to be there?
No.
No. It looked miserable.
No. And with the weather, and then obviously what happened on the football field, no, just a disaster area.
Did you talk to anybody that went?
No.
I was talking to a few people
Why?
that said it was miserable.
I don't
They
want to
go, as soon as
talk
they came
anything
in-
about it, but here we are.
Well, that's what they're paying us for.
That's right.
But they said as soon as, that rain actually helped, it was pretty hot in there, and helped for a good 5 minutes, and then they just got ice cold too. If you were a Michigan fan, you clearly know, well, if you watched the game, you know what happened, but it was even colder walking out if you're a Michigan fan.
So let's dig into the game. What was the problem with this team? Oh, I'll tell you. Everything. Okay, obviously a Michigan fan here speaking. I'm a proud Walmart Wolverine. Still proud, just not with that game. Let's bring up a stat that we heard. Through their first 31 games, Brady Hoke, remember him? Brady Choke, Brady Joke. Through those first 31 games, he was 24-7. 2-2 against his rivals, Michigan State, Ohio State. Jim Harbaugh, the savior. Bow down, Jimmy's here. Khakis. Yeah, go climb a tree or go sleep over your kicker's house and sleep in his bed when he's 17 years old. And, go visit the Pope and get, graced by his popiness. I don't know. He's 24-7 too through his first 31.
Yep.
1-3 versus rivals. 1-3. No, now it's 1-4. So, okay. Quit going to Rome. Quit taking your players here. Quit having slumber parties with underage kids and win football games.
Yeah.
The play calling was abysmal. And also, if I'm Don Brown, great D coordinator, you've blitzed all year. I think they blitzed once all 4 quarters of that Michigan State game. Why go away from something that worked so well? Oh, and their offense? Horrible. McDoom should be kicked off the team. He had 3 drops. He's the Eric Ebron of the Michigan Wolverines.
Harbaugh got out-coached.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah. D'Antonio
was a way better coach.
Yes, I agree.
Yep.
Jim Harbaugh is overrated. Am I calling for him to be fired? No, I give him another year after this. And obviously it's one game, but they haven't looked impressive all year. They really haven't.
Mm-hmm. It was a true testament, and you weren't.
It's
Austin
not
and I
even
were
a
not sold on
test.
no corn either.
It's not even a test.
Yeah.
Michigan State is not good.
And speaking of that, guys, I think I got something
No.
that might make you feel better.
No, nothing will make me feel better.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't care. It's
Austin's coming out here right now, and I
No, he's not. No, you don't. I don't want him to come in here because I don't like the smirk on his face. No, why? No.
Well-deserved.
Why
Hey,
are
I'll be
you
the first
throwing
to
in
admit.
the towel?
I will be the first to admit.
I got you guys a little humble pie.
Humble pie.
Yep.
Take out our audio while you're at it.
Oh,
Since we
crazy, we got these things hanging out here. Like,
Yeah.
where do these come from?
These are our
little
plates.
fake plates.
These are our plates. They're napkins. Well, they're actually paper towel. Here you go, Dan. I guess we should dig in. No knife, but who needs those?
Yeah, one love, we're good.
One love.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta take a bite. I've been
me
staring
too.
at
Me too.
this.
It's good.
All right.
Austin, where'd you get? Do you know where you got this from?
No clue.
No. Not bad. Here,
Thank you.
There's a plate.
What-
Should I get mine that I used earlier?
No, we won't go there.
I'm not going to touch that
We'll
one.
save that for the podcast.
But Dan, you touched on what I was talking about. Is if John O'Corn was so sweet, then why wasn't he starting yet? And I think that really showed.
And I don't think, and I don't think it was the fact that it was so sweet. I think, I think a lot of Michigan fans understood that he was going to carry this team to a victory. But a lot of them refused to acknowledge it. And that was the prime example last Saturday. It was.
Did I think he was the savior? No. But Michigan State, I'm sorry, they're still not a good football team. They were definitely the better team on Saturday. I'm not going to make excuses. Well, if it didn't rain, blah, 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 blah. No. Michigan State won that game fair and square. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I still don't think they're a good football team. And do I think Michigan was a number 7 ranked team? Oh, absolutely not. No. I think they should have been ranked 17 going into Saturday's game. And now, after losing, they dropped 10 spots to number 17. Michigan State obviously jumped into the rankings to number 21. But this game, obviously, a joke for Michigan fans. State fans, they're so pumped. Rightfully so. Be pumped. I don't care. Whatever. It's over. It's in the past. I'm a little salty. Humble pie. Still not going to help. Who finishes with a better record?
Go ahead. It really doesn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. After last, I feel very deflated. It was a wake up call.
Song.
It was a real wake up call. That Ohio State game.
So should we take that as he thinks State will finish?
Austin's
with a better
going
record?
green.
Absolutely.
Yeah, going green.
7-5 for Michigan.
Going green. Hot knees.
8-4 for State.
8-4 for State. 7-5 for Michigan. I still think, Michigan's got a tough schedule. I don't know. I don't want to touch that one with a 30-foot pole.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to lose Wisconsin, Penn State, and Ohio State.
But I think they'll split Penn State, Wisconsin. Both games, obviously, on the road. They just announced the Penn State game will be a night game.
That's got upset written all over it.
It does.
Not with Saquon Barkley.
Well, Devin Bush can hit him right in the knee. And no more Heisman for you, Daquan or Saquon or whatever Quan. Shadow Quan.
Is Tanya Harding still up for run? No, that was deflate.
Deflategate?
You can turn this season around by a nice upset against Ohio State. It's not going to happen, but we can hope. It was just an overall disappointing game. I mean, regardless of what team you root for, obviously Michigan State's going to be a little more joyous and excited about the game, but it's not going to be on the Big Ten Network where they're going to be playing, instant classic. It was really
just snooze fest.
It was. I mean, the thing that made that game was the rain. I think everyone was more entertained by that. They're showing crowd shots.
with this pie.
I know, the humble pie actually tastes really
It's
good.
not humble. Sorrow pie.
But they were showing crowd shots, and they're just like, wow, yeah, rain. It was like watching Bill Clinton with the balloons dropping. Like,
Is that macaroon?
Wow. What is that?
I don't know.
Is that
What
supposed
about
to be
that
in there?
Western Michigan final, 71-68, 7 overtime?
I wanted to talk about that
with-
How about that idiot
85
that ran onto the field? That
85
guy,
sister?
Danny Ernsberger's sister runs out on the field. Wow. All I got to say about that is wow.
Did you see her come back and her mom gave her the keys because she had to get to the keys of the car because she got locked out, kicked out of the stadium?
Do you remember the skit that we would do about NASCAR?
Yes,
That's how
very-
I get with that family. Hey, yo, Sally, we going to Danny's game tonight? Yeah, I'm going to run on the field. Now, you won't do it. Oh, you don't think so? That's what's happening. That's what.
This next segment sponsored by Skull, the longest tip.
What about the Dolphins coach with his little
Oh,
You got-
video?
How
Way
can
to
you
break the
not-
stereotype. A Miami story involved cocaine. All right, thanks.
How can you not trust a woman named Cinnamon, though?
You know what? I got this bond with a stripper. She won't tell anyone, and I'm going to tell her that I'm going to confess my love to her while there's snow on the ground.
Yep. Anyways, let's talk Lions football.
Okay, that was quick. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a podcast for that.
Yeah, there you're right. Catch the
Tune
rest of
on
it.
in, get you. Wrap a podcast, huh?
Yes, Lions football. Speaking of disappointment.
Forward down the field, the team that always yields.
All right, first of all, I got to get this out of here. One more bite. Humble pie.
I don't speak mouthful.
You don't speak spoon?
Fork. Brought to you by Plasticware. Anyways, Lions look terrible. They also didn't blitz at all. They rushed 3 or 4 every time. And no wonder why Cam Newton threw for 335 yards. Made Ed Dixon look like the second coming.
Yeah.
The Lions just got away from what they've done well all year. And their offensive line did not block. Stafford had a bum leg. His ankle was wrapped on the last drive. His thigh was wrapped. His hand was bleeding all over the place. He's beat up.
Maybe if you didn't wait for the last 4 minutes of the game to start going forward down the field and pressing, it was just,
Do you blame Stafford for that?
no, I don't.
He was running
but,
around all day.
Yeah. But why is it always the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game that everyone starts catching stuff?
All right, speaking
Completely
of,
passive.
you just said the trigger word for me to talk about Eric Ebron.
Ebron.
That guy's on a one-way ticket out of here real quick. Don't be shocked if they trade him.
Good.
First, he takes to Twitter 25 minutes after the final gun sounds to call out the fans. Then in a presser, he says that ball actually should have been intercepted. So now you've thrown Stafford under the bus. And, he's not making friends. He's cracking. He's fading fast. Titus Young 2.0 in the making. Next thing you know, he's going to be, stealing stuff from a used car lot, Titus Young, to take back what was once his. Let me tell you, there's no stick-em or gloves in there either because he cannot catch. And that's been his problem forever, his whole career.
And let me ask you guys something. Do you think Cam Newton is finally getting healthy, or do you think he got lucky against a bad Lions defense?
I think he's getting healthy. We've seen what he could do in years past. Last year, he was banged up all year. He had concussion problems all year. Now, it took him a couple weeks, but now the last 2 weeks, he's really shown up as Cam Newton. He's the Cam Newton of old. And I really do think that's due to health. And he's getting protection. And, well, when the team you play against only rushes 4 guys, of course you're going to get protection. You got 5 offensive linemen to block 4 guys, of course, plus a running back and a fullback that can chop and run. So it's just... No, yeah, definitely health for me, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is a strong mental game, considering everything that happened prior to the game, or that weekend with the reports and his quote and
Check
comments.
the report.
Exactly. He was feeling himself. He was ready to go.
Feeling myself. Anyways, yeah. So they lose. They're now 3-2. Do you still think they're on pace to make the playoffs?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have no question about that.
What worried me was
the Dallas game against the Packers.
The Packers, they rolled at the end. Aaron Rodgers gets it done. But what worried me about the Lions is they looked like same old Lions again.
Yeah.
They really did. And I was saying up until this game they did not look like same old Lions. But when you're down that bad and then don't show up till the fourth quarter, that's same old Lions.
Yeah.
That really is
pixie
same
dust
old.
Felt like it was there for the first time this season.
It was rough. Mm-hmm. They didn't do literally anything until the fourth quarter.
Had they've not lost the game the week prior, would you still be saying they're the same old Lions? You're getting that feeling?
I only got the feeling from this game.
Okay.
I didn't think.
The fact that they already had a loss under their
It
belt.
was a same old Lions game. I'm not saying they are the same old
Right.
Lions. It just seemed like I hope this isn't a trend.
Especially considering Carolina got blitzed by New Orleans.
Oh, it just worked at home. So let's go to the picks.
It's almost sobering.
Shall we pick
Let's pick.
Let's
This is a
do
fun one this week.
this past week?
Well, not this past week. I didn't do too well, but
You went 5-5. Andrew continues to just mop the floor with us. He's now up to 30-20 overall. Another good week. Austin last with a big week back there. Still in last though. Sorry. I went 4-6. Our leader
so
Arthur Schenck
sincere.
went. It was sincere from the heart. Leader Arthur Schenck went 3-7. So let's talk this week's picks coming up. Da-na-na-na-na. Here we go. Picks. NCAA football. Them number 17 ranked Michigan football Wolverines travel to Indiana, Bloomington. Michigan favored by 7. Sorry, I'm so upset. I've lost all hope. Indiana will win this one.
that was a deflating game last week. I'm definitely going with Indiana for sure.
I'm going to take the Wolverines.
They haven't covered the spread all year. This could be the week. Number 21, Michigan State Spartans. Favored by 4 at PJ Fleck, rowing the boat in Minnesota. I'm taking Sparty by 4.
Yep, Sparty sounds good to me.
Sparty.
Utah, 4-1 Utah travels to Pasadena. Take on number 13 ranked USC Trojans. Trojans giving 12.5 points. I'm taking the Utah Utes.
I'm gonna roll the dice and just take the Trojans. I gotta start breaking out.
I actually watched the Utah-Stanford game last Saturday, and Utah looked abysmal at home, so I'm going to take USC.
Auburn Tigers, number 10 in the country, favored by 6.5 on the road against the LSU Tigers. Battle of Tigers.
Yeah.
How about it? LSU, though, they've been a very streaky team this year. Up and down, up and down. I'm taking Auburn.
Taking LSU? Yeah. Hopefully an upset.
I hope Coach O gets fired. Go Auburn Tigers.
Georgia Tech, Yellow Jackets, formerly the home of Calvin Johnson. 4-1, 2-0 in the ACC, traveling to Miami, take on the Canes, number 11. Canes favored by 6.5. I think they'll win by more.
Yeah, they beat my Blue Devils last week. They're fired up, but I'm going with Miami.
Give me the Canes.
Moving on to the NFL, your Detroit Football Lions travel to Mercedes-Benz Dome, or whatever it's called, the Superdome, whatever. They're traveling to New Orleans, taking on Drew Brees and the Saints, who now no longer have Adrian Peterson, as we heard before the show, traded to the Arizona Cardinals. Saints favored by 5 at home, and I'm going to take them to cover.
All right, I'm going with the Lions.
I'm going to go with the Lions as well.
Thursday Night Football, battle of the two best teams in the NFC. The Philadelphia Eagles take on the Carolina Panthers. Carolina favored 3.5 at home. I'm taking Carson Wentz and the Eagles, though, on the road to take this game.
You know, as much as I want to go with the Eagles, I think Carolina's going to take it. I want it. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Do it.
Come
Give me
on.
Carson Wentz.
Pittsburgh at KC. Pittsburgh looked dreadful. And the reason I'm now out of my survivor pool, thank you, Big Ben, for the 5 interceptions, 2 pick sixes against the streakiest team in the land, the Jacksonville Jaguars, this past week in a rout. Big Ben later said he may not have it anymore. I'm going to trust his word and take Kansas City at home in this one, favored 4.5. Chiefs roll.
With exactly what you just talked about, Big Ben's comments, I'm going with Kansas City also.
KC by a zillion.
L.A. Rams, Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, and the boys head to those streaky Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags favored 2.5. No way. Rams roll.
I'm going to go with Jacksonville and roll with them.
Yeah, West Coast teams never do well on the East Coast. Give me the Jaguars.
And, well, we needed to fill out this docket here, so the 10th game is the Monday Night Football game. The Indianapolis Colts, led by Jacoby Brissett, traveled to the Tennessee land, Nashville, the Titans, led by Matt Castle due to Marcus Mariota's injury. I don't know. This one, we rolled with the spread here. Tennessee favored 3.5, and someone has to win. I'm taking Tennessee.
I'm taking Tennessee. I was the same way, just back and forth, blindly picked. I'm going to just go with Indianapolis.
I think I'd rather watch garbage burn. Give me the Titans.
Those are our picks, not yours. Red Wings hockey, shall we close this out talking about
On a good note.
the undefeated Detroit Hockey Red Wings?
I'm so glad hockey's back. That's so
Welcome
nice.
back.
Oh, gosh, did I miss you.
I miss you. What'd you take from the first 2 games?
I'm not that impressed, but they were ugly wins. But
Hey,
I'm not.
Minnesota game was not ugly.
It wasn't that ugly, but I just wasn't impressed. I'm not too happy with the D.
What would impress you? Would you rather them lose a game but score 5 goals?
Yeah.
Come
What
on.
fashion you did it in?
You'd rather them lose.
You
but
learn more
score
from a
5
loss.
goals. They're 2-0.
Someone
Every
great said
point
that
matters.
once.
When we're in March in the playoff stretch, think back to
That's
these
true.
2
Yeah,
games.
very good point.
4 points.
How many times do we say that between the Tigers and the Wings? You're right, but
Every point counts.
Yes. I think the
more than hockey.
defense was very disappointing.
Oh, did you expect it to be good?
I expect a little bit more, but
From who?
you know what? That's a very good point between Erickson and DeKaiser. Yeah.
The 2 softest guys since
I
Bounty.
wanted Daly to impress me a little bit more.
He's like 50.
Yeah.
He just celebrated a birthday. Him and Z have the same birthday. Z is 4 years older, however.
Yeah.
So what? He's like 55?
Yeah, Z's 57, Daly's 53. Trevor Daly looks like he just shouldn't play sports. Do you see him?
Right.
He looks
Yep.
like this fat
Average
Filipino
Joe.
guy who should be flipping burgers at Carrabba's or something. And, pizza up, food up. Thanks, Tremundo. Like, what? No, he's your number 1 defenseman for the Detroit Hockey Red Wings. Him and Denny DeKaiser.
What did you think about the attendance at a brand new arena?
The attendance was there. I hated that they weren't in their seats.
Yeah.
That's an embarrassment. They're not hockey fans. Oh, I was just there. I had to check out
I've got
the
the ticket to
313
prove that I
arena.
was here.
I had to check out
Got my
the Kid
courtesy.
Rock's restaurant. Oh, look at all these statues. Oh, let's look at all these stores. Oh, there's a game going on. What's that? Let's go watch the football match next door. Oh, it's still a jail? I can't wait. The Detroit City FC. Yeah, where's my scarf? Get out of here.
I will actually be visiting the LCA in December. I have my tickets.
Ooh.
It's
Siren.
the MSU Oakland game.
That'd be pretty cool.
So expensive, $75 for mezzanine.
What?
Yeah, prices are an outrage, but it was a sellout, and people weren't in their seats. This looked like a Carolina Panthers Ottawa Senators game from 2008. It was
Yeah.
a joke.
Yeah.
The Detroit hockey fans should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, it was.
It's a joke.
Well,
You
the
go
people
from
that were in
playing at the Joe to the new Little Caesars Arena. No. They should never be on national TV again.
I said it before and I'll say it again. It doesn't matter if you have a new stadium if the team's not any good.
the
But
product's
the
not
people
there.
were there.
Well, the people that were sitting in their seats were
They'd rather
quiet
watch the
too.
stadium than watch their own team.
Yeah.
And those people don't deserve to be there.
Look at this building. Oh,
This used to
Building
be
it.
an abandoned warehouse.
yeah, this was a
There
field.
used to be felonies committed here, murder. Wow, great. That's splendid. You
And
know, that's. Anything change your mind after watching the first two games that the Red Wings have played? Now we'll really get to see kind of what they're made of early on with this first little trip to Dallas, to Arizona, to Vegas. Knights, go Knights. And then, they're until Thanksgiving, I think they only have like 4 home games.
Yeah. Which is
So
fine because
if-
maybe
if
they'll
they-
give them time to fix that horn recording that they've been
Oh,
using
it's
every time
the
they score a
worst.
goal. That's embarrassing. I feel like I'm over in Fraser or just watching the local drop-in game and they got jock jams playing in the background.
It's like a track. They don't even have
Yeah.
a real horn there.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
It sounds like it's just over-modulated horn, but I'm sorry. I digress. Let's go back. Yeah, there's only, 5 home games coming up until Thanksgiving. Yeah.
We'll get to
like I'm-
see if they can roll on the road. It'll be very impressive
Mm-hmm.
for this team because they're not expected to do much. We'll see.
Yeah.
Athanasiou goes to Switzerland. No contract, though, to play over there, just working out with the team. Bad news for the Red Wings?
Yeah, that's a huge loss. I was really hoping that they could figure something out with their payroll, or just he's a great, terrific player. They need him. Bring him.
Nope.
Bring
I'm
him back.
over him. I'm over him.
What?
Go away.
That was your boy.
It was. He's gone.
Gosh.
He tooed in my Wheaties. Done. Over him.
Your Wings should trade for a defenseman from my Preds.
Hey.
If you're, before we touch on that, I'm still angry. I want to explain Athanasiou. A joke. You ruined your career. No one wants that. You won't negotiate from a $600,000 difference. Don't get me wrong. Holland didn't handle it well either. But notice no one signed him to an offer sheet at all. And his agent didn't do him. Darren Ferris did not do him any favors.
No.
He had 4 guys hold out until into the preseason.
Yeah.
Everyone now is finally signed. The notable one being Sam Bennett in Calgary, but Athanasiou did not. Now he's in Switzerland still without a deal. How much money are you really going to make there?
Yeah.
You're not going to get your 2.1 or 2.5 or however much you want per year. You're not. I'm sorry. And to be honest, there has to be a reason why he wasn't getting the playing time.
I was just
What
gonna touch
does
on
he
that.
do off the ice? Does he have an attitude problem? I don't know. But there's a reason Riley Shane's playing 18 minutes and Athanasiou's playing 9.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? If you want to be like that, go away. Go to Switzerland. We don't need that distraction from a team that really can't afford to have any distractions
already got
because they
somewhat of a
literally need
broken
every
locker
moment
room.
they can get.
Yeah. It's,
I'm cool with it. I'm done with him. Everyone's like, oh, I got my Athanasiou, Athanasiou. They don't even know how to pronounce his name. Athanasiou. Oh, is it? Oh, good thing you're wearing his jersey.
Then again,
Don't even know how to say his name. Burn it while it's on you. Burn it. Burn the jersey.
yeah.
have
Especially
a
if it's
party.
new Adidas one.
Let's burn the Athanasiou jerseys. Learn how to pronounce his name. Wings do need a defenseman, though. Who are your Preds offering up for our Wings?
I wish Ellis wasn't hurt because then I would offer up Ekholm.
What would you want in return? Say you are the general manager of the Nashville Predators. I am the brainless Ken Holland.
Top forward and a goalie.
Would you want? I'll offer you in exchange for Ekholm. Todd, that's a lot to ask for that.
I don't think you have the center that they would want.
Well, then, offers off. You can have Athanasiu and Jared Coro.
And Howard.
Oh.
No. Howard will not be. I think Mrazek will be traded before Jimmy Howard at this point, especially with the salary.
Hot take.
Well, Howard has years left. Mrazek's a free agent at the end of the year. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. Forward-wise, Riley Sheehan. You can have him for free. David Booth is available. Lutheran North boy. I don't know.
A team can have Ebron for free as well.
They can. He could catch pucks or drop them.
A bag
He could
of
He could
oranges.
practice for the refs. He could drop the pucks. You know? he's good at dropping.
That's perfect. for
Drop-
him.
That's fantastic.
Dropping trow, dropping balls, dropping pucks.
Yeah, he
Eric
could.
Ebron, working for you. You know what? We got to get onto this podcast thing. Eat our humble pie.
We do have our first podcast coming up. Definitely.
Tune in.
Yeah.
Check it out on SoundCloud, our Facebook page. We're newly on Facebook as The Wrap Up. The Wrap Up. Just find us. Shelby TV always airs us. They do us proud. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for watching. And yeah, like
Go
the
Wings,
page.
go.
Go Wings. Hopefully we have some successful picks. And if not, well, maybe we'll just have to get some more humble pie 'cause it's tasting pretty good.
Smell you later, Dan Myers. McBuckler. Beep.